Has someone ever hurt you so deeply that the pain felt impossible to carry? Have you ever been wronged, punished for nothing, treated with a cruelty you never deserved? Then stay with us, because by the end of this video, you will understand something that has the power to set you completely free. When we suffer at the hands of another person, a question rises in us almost automatically. Why me? Why do cruel people seem to prosper while I'm the one left carrying the weight? 25 centuries ago, the Buddha answered that very question, and today we're going to walk through his teaching on the law of cause and effect, what it truly means, and what ultimately becomes of those who caused you pain. By the time we reach the end of this journey, something in your heart will feel lighter. Let's begin. The Buddha once said, "As you sow, so shall you reap." This was never simply a moral lesson. It was a description of a real, invisible force that quietly governs the world we live in, the law of karma, of cause and effect. Every act of kindness eventually bears sweet fruit. Every act of cruelty eventually bears a bitter one. It is as if the universe keeps a ledger, and every single thing we do, even in secret, even in the privacy of a passing thought, is recorded somewhere beyond our sight. Nothing is exempt. Everything, in time, finds its way back to its source. Picture someone climbing toward success by stepping on the people around them. In the moment, they may look as though they're winning, but underneath the surface, unseen, their ledger is quietly filling. The Buddha warned, "The one who does evil and laughs does so only because the consequence has not yet arrived." Karma's harvest is often delayed. It tends to arrive precisely when it's least expected, not always as visible misfortune, but sometimes as a fractured relationship, a broken home, or a mind that can no longer find rest, worn down by a quiet and relentless anxiety. To understand just how absolute this law is, consider the story of Angulimala, one of the Buddha's own disciples. He had once been a violent and notorious criminal, a man who brought devastating suffering into the lives of many. And yet, he repented. He turned toward the Buddha's teaching, transformed the very shape of his life, and ultimately found real, lasting peace. This story carries two truths at once. On one hand, it offers a beautiful kind of hope. Even someone who has done terrible wrong can be redeemed if they are willing to awaken to the truth. But on the other hand, it delivers a sterner message. Unless a person genuinely transforms their heart and changes their path, they cannot outrun the consequences of what they've done. Karma's shadow will eventually catch up, quietly eroding their peace from the inside. So when we watch someone who hurt us walk away unpunished, something inside us cries out, "Why aren't they being held accountable? Why do I have to be the one who suffers?" That bitterness is deeply, achingly human. There's nothing wrong with feeling it, and yet the Buddha offers something far more radical. Do not concern yourself with the faults of others. Tend instead to the state of your own heart. The moment we try to judge or punish someone else in our minds, our own thoughts become poisoned by anger and resentment. As the Buddha put it, holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. The longer we nurse that rage, the more it is our own soul that keeps getting wounded. Within Buddhist tradition, there's a beautiful concept called Muki, the wisdom of noble silence. It's the practice of staying quiet in the face of questions that have no immediate useful answer, and wondering exactly when or exactly how someone else will face their reckoning. That is precisely this kind of question. It bears no fruit, it only drains you. So instead of spending your energy tracking the timing of someone else's downfall, pour that same energy into how you choose to live right now, in this moment. You cannot rewrite the past, but the power to shape what comes next belongs entirely to you. If you want to shift the direction your karma is flowing, the way to do it is simple. Change your actions today. Every act of kindness, every moment you choose to help rather than harm, every gentle smile you offer the world, these begin to soften even the heaviest currents of your life. The Buddha taught, hatred is never appeased by hatred in this world. Only by non-hatred is hatred appeased. To forgive someone is not the same as excusing what they did. Forgiveness has nothing to do with the other person at all. It is an act of setting yourself free. It is, quite simply, the deepest form of self-preservation, the choice to finally put down a burden your own heart was never meant to carry. Buddhism also teaches something called Engi, the principle that everything in existence arises through an intricate web of interdependence. A single act of goodness on your part can ripple outward, touching lives you will never meet, and it may eventually circle back to protect the very people you love most. To understand this truth and to live by it is one of the most powerful ways to align yourself with the deeper forces of the universe. There's a true story worth telling here, of a woman who endured merciless bullying at her workplace. Her supervisor abused his authority again and again until her daily life became a quiet, grinding trial. Night after night, she wept, asking herself why she had to endure such cruelty. But holding on to the Buddha's teaching, she made a quiet vow. No matter how I'm treated, I will keep my own actions pure. So despite the pain, she kept doing her work with integrity. She kept treating the people around her with kindness. She kept a heart of gratitude, even when gratitude felt impossibly hard to find. Years passed, and then, without warning, her supervisor was exposed for entirely unrelated misconduct and forced out of the company in disgrace. The woman, meanwhile, was recognized for her dedication, for her unwavering character. Today, she stands promoted, trusted, and respected by everyone around her. This is karma, playing out in plain sight. But the real miracle in this story was never the supervisor's downfall. It was that she never once wished for revenge. Even at the depths of her suffering, she chose to look inward and protect her own spirit. As the Buddha said, the mind is the forerunner of all things. If a person speaks or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows them like a shadow that never leaves. If you're walking through a season of pain right now, consider this. Perhaps this is simply the clearing of an old debt. And once the storm has passed, a new dawn, a genuinely beautiful one, will break. The Buddha revealed something startling. Behind every person's cruelty lies a hidden story of their own suffering. True ignorance, he taught, is the inability to feel another person's pain, the blindness of believing only in one's own righteousness. This doesn't mean you should tolerate abuse. It never means that. But when you come to realize that the person who hurt you is very likely trapped inside their own cycle of unresolved pain, your anger can begin to soften into something quieter, a kind of compassion. And compassion is the ultimate shield. It is a strength that keeps your own soul untouched by what was done to you. See the world through this lens, and your spirit will feel lighter almost instantly, making room for an even greater grace to enter your life. Whatever you're struggling through right now, whatever tears you have cried, none of it has been in vain. It is shaping you into someone of real strength, real depth, real beauty. You carry within you a remarkable power, the power to heal, and the power to light the way for others who are still walking in the dark. The Buddha taught, to conquer oneself is a far greater victory than to defeat 1,000 enemies in battle. Don't let someone else's actions determine the quality of your own soul. Breathe deeply, look at your life with gratitude, and take one small, beautiful step forward, starting today. Thank you for walking through these timeless truths with us. If this message brought even a moment of peace to your heart, share your thoughts and your own story in the comments below. Let's continue this path of healing together. Until we meet again, may you walk in peace and may your days be filled with light.